Okay, on average, the world, 3.3% growth is what we see. Okay. Some countries more, some countries less. America hasn't gone 3.3% in a long time. 3% would be quite a year. It's usually anywhere from 1 to 2%. Okay. Japan has had something called stagflation, where they haven't had inflation, but deflation was the problem. Okay. And that can be just as bad or worse than inflation. Japan was the number 2 economies in the world. Then China surpassed them decades ago. But what happened was they had a huge housing crisis, and that was the beginning of stagnant years, decades. And they're still in it. It's amazing, because they were predicted to surpass the United States. The United States started to enact laws that favored America, and not favoring Japan kind of made them to sign it, because we were their guarantors of defense as well. So kind of had them in a pickle there, didn't we? But yeah, so there was a bubble that was created there. Okay, so we know the economy can do that. Now, a lot of people predict China is in the same problem, because if you look at some of their ghost cities, there's huge cities that could fit, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, and no one is living there. We know that Evergrande, the biggest real estate country in the world, has gone under. Other real estate companies also, not as well worldwide known as that. And then the ripple effect that because China, about 30%, anywhere from about 25 to 30% of their GDP comes from housing, which is about 8 or 9% higher than the U.S. So that's a huge sector for them, and now people's livelihoods were invested in other housing, because China can't really invest where they want to invest. Your average citizen. So the only thing they could invest in was other homes. So that's what they would do, and then it was almost it was a great investment, because it just kept going up until it didn't. Okay, and then you had the COVID policies that drove out a lot of companies, and then Xi is more of an autocrat,